Hi everyone, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just kind of wanted to comment and give my thoughts on the recent kind of bombshell that dropped about Mother 3 and its translation and how we almost had it. So apparently, Reggie's new book just came out very recently, yesterday in fact, when you guys are getting this. And the audiobook includes an afterward interview where he actually talks about Mother 3 for a bit and how the decision for it not to be localized was actually made before he even joined the team. Interesting enough, he actually joined in 2006, I believe, so makes sense, and it feels bad that so many people are blaming him now, though I never personally thought it was really in his control anyway. But apparently he talked about that there were serious discussions about it, and that him and Iwata and others were discussing at one point after Earthbound Beginnings came out, just straight up releasing the Japanese version for everybody and not localizing it, which is interesting because there's an implication there that they weren't going to change anything. And we thought, and so many people have thought, that there were problems with the content in the game and that was what was keeping it. But I don't know. I have a whole video coming on this in the future, but basically, it's from the sounds of it, they weren't even thinking about changing any of the content, which is very interesting. There was also this interview recently with one of the producers of Mother 3 and how he talks about, and people have been giving him so much crap for this, about him saying that the problem is that people can't translate a toy's writing style, which, look, doesn't make sense, as in the other two games were translated and did very well. But a lot of people are taking this as a slap in the face to the fan translation, and I just want to give my thoughts that I don't really think this is the case, because he's talking about professional localizations. And look, while we can talk about the incredible quality of the fan translation and how it was done by some industry professionals, he's talking about official ones. So I think we need to kind of chill out and let this go a bit, because people have been really getting up in arms about this, and I think that I don't think he meant any harm in it, because he was referring to a different kind of localization, industry localization, not fan localization. Anyways, back to this. I just found it very interesting about that, and how Reggie even said that he thinks part of the reason it didn't was because Iwata's passing, which is interesting. I don't know how I feel about him putting it that way. He said perhaps if Iwata had not passed away, and perhaps if the Wii U had done better, perhaps it would have ended up happening. Paraphrasing, but that's essentially what he said. And it feels kind of weird to hear it put like that, but it is also very unfortunate to think that we did come quite close to potentially getting Mother 3, and he even commented on the Mother 3 joke at E3 that one year, and just kind of recapped it more or less. But anyway, yeah, I hope this was somewhat interesting, and I hope some people are really willing to let this go in terms of Reggie, and I'm glad Reggie can have fun about it now. And it was also nice to know that he was fighting the good fight, and he did in fact wanted to see localization, and that wasn't all just talk. Thanks for watching. Just wanted to give my thoughts on this because I thought some people might be interested. Have a good one. Happy Drama Wednesday.